have your Revere 88 or any other camera similar, once you look at the insides of where you load it, you'll notice that similar cameras, whether it's a Bell & Howell, Revere, Kodak, that the loading is very, very similar. And once you master the loading of one, you can pretty much load any of these cameras. You can load in dim light. Do not load directly in sunlight. And you want your emulsion side. The shiny side is the base side. This is the emulsion side. Your emulsion side always faces the lens. And in many cases, these cameras were designed for moms and dads, so they're not that difficult to load. And for this particular model, there's the gate, known as the film gate. There's a little door here that you just open. See the little door? By just pushing this down and opening the little door. And then I will take my film. Remember, the emulsion side has to face the lens, so I usually put my film into the camera. Your full roll of film you would put onto your full roll pin. You cannot accidentally put side 2 first. Camera will not allow you to do that. So you would put side 1 on your camera, and then you put your film inside the gate. Okay, and then you close the gate. Once the gate is closed, you then take the film and follow the little lead here. Film goes into these creepy claws here. Okay, there it is. And you know, the film has perforations, so never force anything. I could feel that the film is properly in these claws and it's following the loop. And now I'm going to advance the film using my finger on the other side of the camera to press the shutter button and see if we can get this to advance a little bit. Whoa, that's looking pretty good. I'm very confident that I did that properly. Now you take the take-up spool and you can see the arrows. There's an arrow here. Film, when on this spool, is only half exposed. That phrase basically means that once you load this and you open your camera and all the film is now on this side, that means you shot the first half of your roll of film. So I'm now going to roll it on here and gently, oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to advance the film to see if that's working. Now you have to be mindful of the loops. These are the loops that come in and out of the gate. And this loop here looks a little big because there's the guide, the white guide, and there's the film. What I'm simply going to do is just adjust where the film goes through these claws by like 1 or 2 sprocket holes. Like move it up a bit. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied that I did a decent job loading the film. It's difficult not to get the film sweats because the last thing you want to do is to load your film incorrectly, shoot an entire roll of film, send it out for processing, for scanning, only to get it back being blank. I mean, these are the things you have to go through to master loading and shooting film, regardless of what format you're shooting. So I'm going to close the back door. I'm going to move this counter to 0. Okay, that's 0. We're at 16 frames per second. I'm going to wind the camera. I usually wind it about 10 or 12 times. I'm always afraid that the spring is going to break. So far, I haven't experienced that. You will shoot. Here, I'll show you. This is a test roll of film, by the way, so I'm not really worried about exposing it. You will shoot through the whole roll, the whole side. This counter will move When it's at 25 or a little bit more, you will hear the film run out if you listen carefully. And then when you're done, all of the film will be on this side. You just take this, flip it, put this over here as you're empty, reload your film, shoot through a second time, and then you're done. One last thing, you will find a lot of Kodak Kodachrome film on eBay. Kodak Kodachrome color film ISO 25 processing is no longer available for this film. Definitely buy brand new film, and you can get it right here at Film Photography Project at filmphotographystore.com. And hey, let's look at some frames I shot. If you have any questions, you can always email me, Michael at filmphotographyproject.com. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Hope to hear from you soon.